everyone, hope you're doing well. Um, Not feeling the best myself, so hopefully the energy levels won't be too bad for me. But figured I'd hop on do some live for a little bit, and we got some recent horror movie trailers. Wanted to give some overviews of what we saw in those, and afterwards maybe jump into some Resident Evil 7 DLC, pick up kind of where we left off previously. But yeah, just kind of a casual hangout stream for today. I'll throw on some music too. Hopefully the volumes for this won't be too bad. Let me just pop something on. So, as I said, just kind of hanging out, looking at some of the recent trailers we've gotten for movies. I'm also probably going to check out 28 Years Later later today, and we'll plan to do a review for it. So, hopefully, winds up being pretty good. I've seen kind of mixed feedback. I know originally the critic reviews were pretty high, and then since then, audience feedback has been a little bit mixed. It seemed like most people liked the opening, but then the second half of the movie, I vaguely heard that people didn't appreciate as much. So we'll see. We'll check it out and judge for myself. And then, as I said, probably do a review and let you guys know what I thought about it. So it's been a while since I've watched the first couple. It probably would have been smart to recently watch them, but I didn't. The first one I watched a long time ago when I rented it. That's how long it's been since I watched that one. And then 28 weeks later, I believe I saw in theaters, and I don't know if I really watched it again after that. So both of them, it's been quite a while. So we'll see. I don't have a whole lot of nostalgia for the franchise necessarily because of that. So I am kind of coming in with a fresh mind as far as what to expect with the film. But hopefully it's decent. I know they're making a whole trilogy around it, so let's hope it's not too rough. So yeah. So let's take a look at some of these trailers, and I'm probably just going to kind of look at them and look at screenshots. So when I first started the channel, I tried to do stuff with clips of stuff, and copyright stuff was a nightmare with that. So I imagine just watching an entire trailer is going to be even worse. So I wound up doing cutting screenshots and just putting those into videos. So instead of doing that, I'll do a similar version of that maybe today, and hopefully we don't get flagged. If we do, then I'll have to maybe make some adjustments. But I figured I would do kind of like what I did for the summer camp game trailer that we got, and just kind of go through slowly the trailer with some screenshots and see kind of the general consensus of what the movie is going to be about, and give my thoughts as we go along with that. So yeah, other than that, I think we're just going to jump right in. I will probably take some of this stuff and crop it into videos as well, similar to what I did with summer camp. That seemed to work for that as far as an easy streamlined process. So maybe we'll try to do that as well. All right, so let's I also will debate on doing which approach. So there's two views I can do, and I kind of did this for the Summer Game Fest. We have, let me make sure I have the right tab open first. We have two options. We have option one, which is this, which you could probably see more with this one. Also, maybe more likely that I would get flagged. Or there's option B, which is back on the original camera, and then we just throw up that, and I would just hop over here. Which this may be better. Hopefully it's visible enough. I do have a slight filter on that. I don't know if it's really necessary. It doesn't really do a whole lot, I imagine, but this view may be a better kind of starting step for doing some sharing of trailer stuff, because I don't know, claims for copyrights on YouTube are kind of ridiculous. What happened to the whole fair use stuff? Obviously, if you want to watch the trailer, just search the trailer yourself. It's kind of meant to be more interactive and discussing, like a conversation. The point of this channel specifically is to be kind of a friendly hangout, talking about stuff you enjoy. So I feel like it's a little over the top these days when all these media companies are flagging videos for copyright stuff. It's no, this is not replicating the video. But either way, so that's kind of my side tangent. But so we have three trailers I want to take a look at today, kind of in sequential order of release. So we just today got The Strangers Chapter 2. So let me switch over to... All right, so as I was saying, The Strangers Chapter 2 trailer dropped earlier today. Let's take a look and see some of the screenshots of what kind of takes place in the film and see if we can dissect really much from the trailer here. And we're just going to go one at a time. So we started off with the diner here. This is obviously the diner from the first film. If you haven't seen the first film, I wouldn't recommend it as a good film. I actually reviewed it last year during the Halloween time frame. So if you want to watch that review, definitely check it out. But The Strangers Chapter 1, I was a little bit let down by. I know it was supposed to be this new trilogy, but it didn't seem like it was necessarily the film for me. They kind of just recycled what they did in the original Strangers, but made it a little bit worse in my opinion. But either way, we had that first chapter. Even though it wasn't the greatest, I'm open-minded to what we get in the second chapter here with chapter 2. And so we have Strangers Chapter 2. We have this diner scene that we had in the original chapter 1, where they originally pulled up with their car, and then they had car trouble magically, and then they had to go to this Airbnb. I think it's in like Seattle or like somewhere in Washington, out in the wilderness, that kind of area, somewhere in the Pacific Northwest. And so we have the diner here where they first met up with the townsfolk and we're kind of guided towards this Airbnb. So it seems like we're getting just some of these background characters that were at that diner in this scene. Okay, so we have them talking about the couple from the first movie. Obviously, so spoiler here if you haven't watched the first one. The guy dies. The girl does not. She ends up in the hospital at the very end of the movie. And that's presumably where we pick things up in chapter 2. So with this, we have the townsfolk talking about that couple. And we see, obviously, the strangers themselves with the couple here. I think this is right before they kill the guy. As I said, it kind of just copies what they did in the original Strangers. All right, we see the girl here. Why are you doing this to us? Obviously, this is kind of from the original movie where it's like, oh, what does she say? It's like, we're doing this just because. Yeah, because you're here. So I think the whole point of this whole franchise is people do bad things. People murder each other. And they don't have to have a purpose. They kind of just do it because they do it. So it's not really... I feel like it's supposed to be scarier because there's not really a reason. I don't know if it necessarily works for me, but the point is that people just do bad things just because. So that's from the last movie. And they talk about, okay, the girl didn't die. Hey, what's up, Eli? Just running through some of the recent horror movie trailers right now that we got. Starting off with the Stranger chapter 2 here. So we see them talking about the couple at the beginning here. And as pointed out, they mentioned that the girl didn't die. So we kick things off. Lionsgate. Yeah, so here's where we had the girl at the end of chapter 1, where she's in the hospital bed here. Okay, she seems to be awake here. Okay, this is probably a dream. She sees her... Was it her husband? Her boyfriend? I think recent husband, maybe? I don't entirely remember their relationship, but I know they were there because of her. I believe she was like getting a new job, potentially. But she's presumably imagining this with him there in the bed with her. Oh. Okay, so she's missing him obviously here. Okay, I guess she would wake up in this instance in kind of shock of what just happened there. Okay, seems like she's hearing something coming from the door in this scene. Kind of the creepy hospital hallway. She's walking out here, looking around. Nobody's there. I guess this is actually happening. She's awake at this point, but it's a little odd. Nobody's in the hospital. She's going through the emergency exit here. This Tam right here. I kind of forget the characters' names, if I'm being honest. All right, so we have a little bit of a red light going on here. Still roaming through the hospital. Another long corridor here. Okay, she sees presumably one of the strangers. Is that who that is? Yeah, okay, coming down the hallway after her. Turns around, beeline, starts running away. Chasing after her. So pretty... I mean, the strangers isn't that deep as far as actual concept. You get these creepy people. They chase after you. They kill you. They kind of toy with their food as well. So they kind of prolong your death a little bit. Okay, there's a group of people here. That person looks a little creepy. Okay, so she's in the car with this group of people that maybe rescued her from the hospital. Okay, and she's now... Is this a crime scene? Looks like we have a little bit of like these yellow markers here on the floor. Only seen the OG Strangers. Didn't really like the movie. I would not recommend Chapter 1 if you didn't like the original, because Chapter 1 was, in my opinion, far worse. But they're supposed to have a trilogy, so... I mean, honestly, you don't need to really watch Chapter 1 to watch Chapter 2, because Chapter 1 is the original Strangers, but done, as I said, worse in my opinion. So I think if you wanted to, you could skip to Chapter 2. But Chapter 1 was not great. Is this back in that Airbnb? This feels like a little smaller spot, but it does appear to be some kind of crime scene. Okay, she's got a mark on her head, which, did she have that earlier? Let's go back and see. I don't know if I saw that. Okay, she does have it there. So, a little bit of injury from the first movie. Chapter 1 was very bad. I reviewed it last year, and it was probably it may have been my thought as being like the worst horror movie from last year, at least the ones that I saw. All right, you were stabbed, right? And she's kind of reliving it here. With where's that? There we go. Yeah, so she's seeing it happen again. It was just the beginning, because we're getting more chapters. Would it feel like... Okay, so a lot of this is just reliving what like happened to her in the original Chapter 1. I feel like they liked it. Yep, okay, she's being tortured. Some kind of ritual. Are they doing this to us? So this kind of justifies the entirety of the Strangers franchise, as I said at the beginning. Does there have to be a why? So the Strangers just do bad stuff because they want to do bad stuff. There's not a reason behind it. They're just out there to create chaos, to kill because they want to. There's not some greater purpose, is my understanding of kind of the point of the film, is that there is no point. So that's why it's a little hard to get behind for me. It's just like, okay, bad stuff happens. Oh, well. I don't know if we're going to have these people wind up being good or not. Obviously, the protagonist guy was killed off in the first one, so maybe this is the new protagonist guy as the leader of this friend group. We'll have to see there. Obviously, most of the town is kind of in on the whole stranger stuff, so maybe he's not. Who knows? All right, so she's getting attacked again. It looks like her hair's getting pulled there. Jumping out of a car. Where's that? Okay, so the woman in the mask seems to be most predominant in this trailer. She's fighting her off at the door here. Have you seen 28 Inches Later? I don't know if you're I don't know if you're talking about the 28 Years Later or that 28 Days Later franchise, or if that's an actual spin-off. Is that like a spin-off of the 28 Days Later franchise? I can't tell if you're like mocking the franchise or if that's actually like that sounds like a fan fiction spin-off. But she's trying to push her out the door here. So it seems like, I mean, that one guy with the axe was chasing her down the hallway earlier on, so they all seem to be coming after her in different scenes. Okay, so she pushed her out the door, and then she's magically behind her. I hope this doesn't happen like shot for shot in the movie, because this feels like a little bit revealing of a scene. Having her be right behind her then. Okay. So Strangers Chapter 2. And then we just see the guy with the baghead mask. Coming soon. So it comes out, I believe, in September of this year. So I don't know why they didn't just have the date unless they're not confident in that. But I believe it comes out like late September of this year. So I may wind up going to see it in theaters. I didn't see the first one in theaters. I wound up watching it on streaming later on. And as I said, I didn't love it. I don't know why they didn't just cut to this. I don't know why they felt they need to really set things up with The Strangers. We kind of already did that with the original part of the franchise. They could have just done what Halloween did, where Halloween 2018 came out as a sequel to the the original. Maybe they wanted to have their own characters that made sense within their story, so they chose that instead of just following up off of the original. But either way, this one should be better than the first one, but how much better, we'll have to see. So, curious to see how this one does as far as performance. I assume that they have a third one ready to go, even if this one performs badly. But, I don't know, I thought the first one probably performed badly and still wound up being, continuing the franchise on, obviously. So, we'll see. I'm cautiously optimistic to see what they could do in a sequel. Hopefully, it does a little bit more than the first one. At the very least, I won't know what's going to happen because it's not just a, almost shot-for-shot replica of the original one. So, a little more mystery at least. So, there's that positive. So, we'll see how it looks when it comes out later this year. No, I'm making fun of it 28 years later. Thank God it wasn't in 3D. So, I mentioned this when I started streaming. I'm seeing 28 years later today. But, did you see it then? I get the vibe from your comment that you probably didn't like it. But I've heard that the beginning is good and then the second half kind of is weak. But we'll see. I'm surprised that so many audience members don't like it because the critic reviews were super high when it came out. They were at 92%. I think it's dropped to 89 or something now. But it seems rare that the audiences dislike a movie more than the critics do. I'm assuming that means we get kind of an artsy type of ending, or at least a not mainstream expected kind of ending that the critics could be like, oh, this is amazing. But then people are like, that doesn't make sense. I'm not saying anything, just don't sit in the front row. I mean, I try to avoid that anyway. I typically try to get into the second tier of seats. I think the only recent movie that I saw in the first few rows was when I went to go see Sinners. That movie was sold out even the week after. And I was sitting in row 3, which thankfully they were spaced out enough that it wasn't too bad. I think other than that, the only movie I remember being close up for was when I went to go see Spider-Man Homecoming. I went to go see a screener of that before it came out. And the entire theater was press passed. So only the first 2 rows were available to public. So I was in the second row. So I was definitely leaning up. Thankfully, they at least have recliners now. So even if you're up front, you can kind of get back. I need to watch Sinners. Yeah, you definitely should if you haven't seen it yet. It's on streaming now. Well, I think it's available digitally now. I don't think it's on any services yet. I don't know if I would. It depends maybe on your buying practices if you would buy it or not. But I don't know if I would buy it per se because my one probably main criticism I had when I saw it and reviewed it was that I questioned the rewatchability of it because, without spoiling anything, the first hour of that movie is a lot of setup. And I do feel on rewatch, I would be inclined just to jump into the second half of the movie because you already know the setup and all that. So I think it's a great watch though. I would watch it definitely at least one time. I think it's my highest rated horror movie or even just movie in general this year that's come out. So it's a good time. I would check it out for sure. Hey there, I don't want to butcher your name. Sulkari Abdullah, how's it going? We just kind of ran through the Strangers Chapter 2 trailer here and my thoughts on it. Kind of the summary of it was, didn't like the first one, cautiously optimistic for the sequel, but it's not exactly my go-to franchise, so I will not be overly invested one way or the other if it does well or not. There's part 2, yeah. So the first one did not. I was surprised they're coming out with the second one. Yeah, it's coming out as I said, I think September, the end of September. it's really the only movie I can think of that has a Halloween time release this year. I don't know if there's anything else that I know is on the schedule for the October timeframe of this year, which is, I kind of mentioned this previously on the channel, that I felt like the spring release of horror movies may exceed like the fall, because I don't know a whole lot coming out in the fall. Even the summer may be better, because we're about to cover 2 other movie trailers that technically come out in the summer, and I think they could wind up being better than like The Strangers. So we'll have to see how strong this year's October horror releases are, but I'm not thinking they're gonna be too great, depending on if we get anything kind of like new announced that's not announced at this point in time. So yeah, Eli, I would definitely check out Sinners at some point. What's your thoughts on Final Destination 6? So I have not watched it. I am a big fan of the Final Destination franchise. I should have seen it in theaters. There was a couple reasons I wound up not doing so. It's definitely one I'll check out when it winds up coming out to streaming. But I've heard amazing things about Final Destination 6, and I expect to fully enjoy it. As I said, the franchise pretty much has... The 4th one is probably clearly the worst for me. I don't know if I've done an actual Final Destination ranking on the channel. I talked about them a bit in my top 10 horror franchises. But I really enjoy that franchise as a whole. I mean, it's a fun concept, having like death be a slasher almost. And I think other than for the Final Destination, when they're doing like the 3D stuff, I think the other ones are all really well done. I mean, they're not like the best acting. It's kind of what you'd expect in like a goofy horror movie where you're like killing off characters. And I feel like the criticism I'll have with the franchise overall is you don't have as much suspense when there's a character like in death's way, because you kind of expect them to die. It's just how they're going to die. So, but I enjoy the franchise. I have not seen 6, but I imagine it's amazing, because that's another one that had really great reviews from a lot of people. Did you wind up seeing 6? I've heard great things about it, so I imagine it'll be really good when I wind up seeing it. I'll probably watch it later this year when it comes to streaming. All right, jumping into trailer number 2 we have here. This is one I did a teaser trailer reaction to in a short form. I don't think I reacted to the first trailer that we got. I think I planned on it, but then never wound up doing so. But this is for Weapons. And I'm intrigued by this movie because I don't know a whole lot as far as what's actually going to happen in the movie. I know this is made by the same guy that did Barbarian, which is partially why I'm reluctant to watch too many trailers. Thankfully, this one's not really... It doesn't add a whole lot more, I think, compared to what we've been shown already. So that's the one positive, is these type of movies, I think it's best to go into as blind as possible, because you'll enjoy the experience more. You won't expect the twists and turns that'll happen in the movie. But I think the trailer probably is not going to show us too much. It's not going to be a major deal with that, because even after watching what they've shown us thus far, I'm not positive really what's going on with the plot points here. So we'll kind of run through what we were shown here, though, and talk through things. So we kick things off with like this, I don't know, this town meeting almost, where this teacher of this like elementary school class is being questioned on why all the students in her class have gone missing. And she's just kind of left there to try to defend herself, saying like, I don't know. I really like the kids. They're great. And I'm personally not sure like what is going on as far as the actual like background of where these kids have gone missing to and things like that. I don't know if there's going to be some kind of supernatural element to the movie or not. We'll have to see with that. But I think this opening is just pretty much her defending herself compared to, or against all the people in the town. And then we get some kind of clips thrown in. We've seen this before where the kids are like, I want to say like Naruto running with like the arms behind them. But they're just running off into the distance, going somewhere in the middle of the night. And we see there's a reward for all these kids. So yeah, the town is thinking that she's responsible. They're all yelling at her, saying that she should be locked up, things like that. So they all think that she's the one that's responsible for this stuff, but she very clearly is acting like she's not, and she's equally as confused. Okay, so we have Maybrook Elementary School here. So this is the school presumably where the class has gone missing. And we have all these things out front. It was like a vigil type setup here. Okay, we have... I like these kind of shots out the window. It looks like the police are kind of searching the area, maybe around one of the kids' homes, or maybe around the teacher's home potentially too. Okay, they're looking in the sewer drains even, it looks like here. Yeah, they're all yelling at her. I think this is Josh Brolin here, who I guess is one of the fathers as well. Yeah, there's 17 kids in the class that have gone missing, so they think she's the one behind it. He's very emotional there, obviously. Okay, we get some shots of the class here. I don't know if this is before or she's just walking in the classroom, just reflecting, but we see all like the kids' pictures up there. She's walking in here. Okay, he's yelling at her again. So they're saying, like, why is her class the only one that's missing? So that's kind of why they think she's potentially responsible, because no other kids apparently have gone missing but her class. And she's, yeah, pointing out here she loves these kids, so she's equally as confused. Okay, this story, this happened right here in my town. So we see the kids running outside once again. I like the nighttime shots we have here as well. Like the lighting, it looks super cool. Kid running across the yard again. We've seen a bunch of these shots already before, them running the streets. A lot of people die in a lot of really weird ways in the story. Okay, that's interesting. They just say that up front. But you're not going to find it in the news. So yeah, here's the point I made. The director, Barbarian. I'm curious who Archer is. That's not... Is that Josh Brolin? Because Josh Brolin's yelling at her, so I feel like it shouldn't be, because this guy, like narrating, he's been on some of the other trailers where he's just saying the kids walked out, they weren't forced out, so something was like pulling them to go running out in the street. It wasn't somebody that like kidnapped them per se. Yeah, no one pulled them out. No one forced them out. Okay, so he's trying to do some research as far as where they may have run to and what really is happening here. It looks like we just have a couple at the end of a hallway here. Maybe their kid just went missing or something. It's hard to tell exactly. Okay, one of the kids is here, so maybe he's come back and they're like looking at him. Not sure. All right, then we get a little like, this is one of those things where there's like a salt path and they are going to step over it. So I don't know if that's supposed to be some kind of protection and now they're like crossing over it. Okay, this guy is messed up. His face, his eyes look super... So clearly not just the kids are being impacted. There's adults equally being impacted. He looks like he's doing the same kind of run through the streets, though, like in broad daylight, after being mauled by something. Okay, he's like bending down under the car here. Are they watching footage here? I think of probably the kids running away, I would guess there. Okay, maybe she's trying to like solve things as well, but he's like, just leave it to us. I feel like from her perspective, if she's trying to solve stuff too, that kind of makes her look guilty because she's like around a little bit too much. So yeah, as I mentioned, this one comes out this summer. I don't know what's going on with this scene with this kid. Okay, touching something and bleeding. Looks like maybe just needles on like a little yarn thing. Okay, this cop looks like he's traumatized. Does this guy have a knife at his face? His eyes are like bloodshot. So something's going on with him. Okay, yeah, looks like he's like stabbing his face. This person looks like they've been punched in the eye as well. Demonic voice, are you watching? All right, so maybe this is gonna get supernatural. What are we cutting here? Just part of like clothing? Okay, that guy's face looks terrifying. That guy's face looks terrifying. I don't know what he's just seen. This very much feels like, I mean, it did say demonic voice, but like there is some like demon entity at play here, it feels like. All right, someone's choking Josh Brolin there. Just screaming. A lot of people just in panic throughout this trailer. And we get the title card here with weapons. Ringing a bell, are you watching? Is the bell what summons the kids? Not sure. So yeah, that kind of recaps the weapons trailer. I'm definitely intrigued by it. As I said, I think just having the same director as Barbarian gets me interested no matter what, because that movie I really enjoyed. I like the plot twist that movie took. Definitely one I recommend if you haven't watched it. And I hope this one does the same. I hope it's not the teacher. I hope there is some other like twisted elements to it. It doesn't feel like the teacher's responsible. At the very least, she's not like solely responsible. It feels like there's some kind of entity at play here that's impacting this town in some capacity. And it does feel like it's not just the kids. It feels like the adults wind up getting involved in some way. And it seems like they're even more in the daylight, whereas the kids are like running away at night. Maybe the kids are the one doing it. That could be a kind of a fun twist, is that the kids have been possessed maybe, and they're the ones that are like harming the adults now. Who knows? I won't speculate too much, probably because I do want to be surprised when it winds up coming out. So we only have like a month and a half, so it'll be here pretty soon. So looking forward to this one. Definitely check out Weapons when it winds up coming out in theaters. And about a month and a half, as I said. So that one is probably, I'm definitely more intrigued with that one than I am with Strangers Chapter 2. All right, last one. I'm a little behind on covering this one, but it is a recent trailer that we got. This one is from a week ago, where we have I Know What You Did Last Summer. And I watched the movies somewhat growing up. I don't feel like I know the lore too much. Maybe I should give at least the original a rewatch before watching this. Probably would be a good idea. But I feel like I'm aware that it's kind of like a Scream knockoff. It's somewhat of a whodunit. Not to get too spoilery, but I know we have like the fisherman type thing with the one responsible for everything, which this trailer kind of shows that. So, but curious to see. I always like kind of somewhat mystery, suspenseful thrillers. These get a little bit silly, I feel like, so you can't take it too seriously. But let's just jump in some of the trailer here. So we have what appears to be a wedding to kick things off. And we have our presumably new cast. So this is kind of like Scream 5, where we're getting like this younger cast taking the reins. Okay, so they're having a good time at this party. She's opening a card, and it says, I know what you did last summer. So presumably something happened with her and her friend group previously, and somebody is wise to it now, and she is probably freaking out. All right, so we're going back in time here. So we have this wedding, and then we're going back in time to some event that took place, it looks like. Okay, see if I can get it on. It looks like I can't exactly there. Well, yeah, so some car accident appeared to take place years ago with this friend group, and maybe the guy in this truck like drives off the cliff and dies, and they all feel responsible. Yeah, okay. It literally just showed us that now. So somebody died in this accident, and I'm assuming they're not going to call the cops. They're going to just like act like nothing happened and move on with their lives. Yeah. So at this point in time, somebody's now aware of what they did and is making them pay for it. So we're in Southport. What if someone saw us? I mean, clearly, yes, that's what happened. Somebody is holding you responsible for what you did. Okay, I think we saw this in the original trailer. or even the teaser, where this guy, I feel like this shows us a little too much because, I mean, maybe mostly people die, but I feel like this guy gets harpooned in like the shoulder here and is certainly not going to make it. Yeah. Somebody outside with the fisherman's outfit gets him, comes in, and he puts his hand up just so he can get hooked by it. So not sure about that. So yeah, this is our villain. We'll have to see who it is, if it's somebody that we know or not. I know we do have some returning characters. I know we also have some that aren't returning. Like Sarah Michelle Gellar, I think, was in the franchise, and she's not returning. It'd be interesting to see if maybe she's the villain. I don't know, like, what the rationale would be for that, but having one of the older characters come back as the bad guy could make sense. Okay, so we have people dying now, and okay, the cops aren't going to help us. This feels like a very common theme where it's like, oh, we need to go to somebody else. I don't know why they wouldn't just go to the cops, but apparently the cops aren't going to be helpful. So instead, we go to the old cast and we talk to them about what may be happening, which part of me is like, why would they have any idea? Obviously, the same situation happened before, but like, it doesn't feel like a relatable thing. But yeah, we get like Jennifer Love Hewitt coming back here. I don't think any of the old cast that we see in the movie would be the fisherman. I mean, I guess they could. Be kind of interesting to do that, but I feel like if they're going to bring back a cast member, maybe have it be somebody that we have not seen already in the movie. So it gets a little bit silly. It does a little bit of the Scream 5 thing where you get this new cast and they're like, oh, we need to rely on the old cast to tell us about what's happening here. It's kind of in that era of remakes we have right now, though, so it makes sense. And I think the rest of the trailer probably just shows us scenes of different characters in peril. Like this girl is clearly on the run. This guy is struggling as well. They're trying to get advice from Jennifer Love Hewitt as far as how to survive this and who may be responsible. They're like meeting up there. It's definitely one of those movies where like they get some people killed off throughout, and then they kind of converge probably at the end where we get the big reveal, hopefully in a satisfying way. All right, this guy is like praying in the top of a church with cops pointing at him, so interesting to see what'll happen to them. Okay, she's like trying to tell her to like snap out of it. Okay, and we get the title card here as well. Fisherman there. They showed Jennifer Love Hewitt a lot in this trailer. We get the line, I believe this is from the original, what are you waiting for? As I said, I don't have the biggest nostalgia for the film, but I think that's an iconic line from the original. And this comes out in July. Obviously, summer makes sense. But yeah, I'm intrigued by this one. I probably should watch the original, at least first one, before jumping into this one, but I don't know if I actually will. But it should be a fun time either way. I wouldn't think this one's like gonna be the best movie of all time. It's definitely somewhat of a turn your brain off. If I'm ranking my expectations for the three I covered here, I'd probably say Weapons, I Know What You Did Last Summer, then Strangers Chapter 2. But you never know. Any of those could surprise me. But yeah, that's kind of the three I planned on covering for today as far as trailer releases. And as mentioned, I may chop these up and put them into separate videos as well. So, but yeah, curious to see anyone else's thoughts maybe on any of those. And other than that, I think we'll probably jump into some Resident Evil 7 and play some of the DLC where we left things off. All right, let me unshare all of that. Okay. And we could probably swap off that as well. So yeah, looking forward to those three in just various ways, but I think Weapons is probably the one the most that I have an interest in. All right, let's pop into some RE7 now. Let me turn off the music here. So I've talked about this before, but I've not played the DLC previously. We did jump into the card game. It was like blackjack at the end of last stream, and I enjoyed it. I actually wound up finishing the hard mode off stream, the one that we played, I think, one time. I assume I should just like do these in order. Oh, I should also share my screen. That would be helpful. Switch over to that. Okay. So yeah, I don't know the entire length of all of these. There's a lot on here. I picked kind of just the game one last time. Maybe we'll try to do them in order, but I don't know how long they're going to be. Have you tried playing Dread Out? I'm not familiar with that. What is that? I can look it up, but I've never heard of that. Is it a game you recommend? I just looked it up. It's a third-person supernatural horror game where you play as Linda, a high school student trapped in an old abandoned town. Kind of gives me Silent Hill vibes. Is that one you enjoy? I'm open to taking a look at it. It's a good horror game. All right. I'll definitely at least write that one down. I do get like Silent Hill vibes-ish to it. Especially like the new one coming out where you're playing as like a younger girl in it. The cover girl looks super creepy. But yeah, I may check that out at some point. Survive until morning using guns, traps, and skills. Okay. How... This feels like a... I mean, maybe all these are kind of just modes that are more like party game modes. We'll try Nightmare. I don't know if this is going to be my cup of tea, but... Alright, so we need to hang out and survive, apparently. Yeah, I'm open to checking that out.
Where am I?
I'm surprised I've never heard of it. Is it only a Steam game? That could be maybe why, because I am kind of new to the PC space.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Okay. Survive until dawn. Do we just... Oh, I have a certain amount of money. I didn't realize that. I was just buying stuff. Huh. It's funny the shotgun costs more than the grenade launcher because I imagine that's a way bigger like explosion, but I guess you get more bang for your buck with the shotgun. Corrosive I could have never even afforded. Oh, you can buy skills. Well, I should buy a gun. That would be smart. Sure. I don't know if we check in and get more stuff throughout. I kind of feel like 20 shotgun shells is not going to be enough for me. Did that like start a timer? Yeah, it felt like it started a timer. So I assume I need to go places and not just like sit in this room. This is like my least favorite part of the house, which is fitting. I still don't fully know. I assume I need to be like moving, the time won't advance if I don't do stuff. Do we want to go out of the house or further up into the house? Okay.
Shit.
There was a bomb that I think he walked by. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. That dude scared me. You know, we don't entirely have enough ammo to do all this. I mean, I do assume we should be, like, going places. Gotta be honest, I thought that I shot you enough. Okay, I don't think I can just stay here. I think we gotta move. Okay, can't open that. How do I get more scrap? I feel like I need to get more somehow. Maybe this? Was there scrap in that first spot that I didn't grab? And I feel like I need to go back and check. This feels like had some. Okay. Problem is, if I buy stuff, are you still gonna attack me? That feels like you are. Yeah, okay. Like, can I? Oh, maybe I could safely buy. Okay. Does that include me if I touch that? I hope not, but. Yeah, so I do need to go from room to room to, like, get the scrap, it appears. Can I activate this turret? No, I need more money. Oh boy. Warning, defeat all enemies. Am I not doing that anyway? I feel like I put bombs there, then they stopped coming from that direction. Oh, that was nice. Am I hurt? How bad am I hurt? I can't tell. Oh boy. Got the little crawly ones now.
I'm not dying down here.
Wait, that was only 1 hour? That... Okay, that was not long enough. Can I run by you? I don't really know. I'm not gonna risk it. Okay, we have quite a bit of stuff. I mean, those feel like good things. My shotgun ammo keeps getting increasingly more expensive, so maybe I should actually be buying a pistol. Yeah, I don't love like these horde mode versions of. Okay, they're.
Together. You survived this far.
I don't love the steps I'm hearing. I think I don't want to leave these two rooms, but I probably should. Let's use the pistol. It's not. Maybe I should have done that earlier. Yeah, I don't know if I should be going to more places than just this. Can I make you stronger? I feel like that would be nice if I could. Turret? Turret? You gonna do anything? Go ahead. I'm much better with that. Do I need to like put more ammo in that? Unable. Uh-oh. Okay, now we can upgrade that. What's up, homie? Alright, we lost our explosive though, so that's kind of unfortunate. That was amazing. I'm just gonna stay here forever. Jack, what? What do you mean defeat Jack?
I got this.
Okay, we're a little dead. Okay, nope. We had to heal. Gotta be honest, don't know if you have the best strategy for this.
I'm gonna squash you like a bug.
Oh boy. We need explosives and stuff. We're out of weapons.
Don't piss me off.
That's all we have, so I hope you're dead. Okay, thank God.
When is this gonna be over?
What is that thing? It's a person. Oh yeah, Jack. He is Jack Baker. Surprisingly, really friendly as a real person, but when he's evil, he's not as friendly. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what we want to do here. The corrosive, if we open that door, what's that going to give us? I may regret that choice. We need ammo pretty badly. I don't think I'm really ever going to use a knife. Oh, the knife is free? Alright. There better be something really worthwhile in here. I'm curious if there's more of these that I should be going to. That's all that's in here, though. I mean, sure. Oh, no.
Where the fuck are all these things coming from?
How do I only have... I'm dead. I thought I had more ammo than I do. Can I, like, close the door? I'm so dead. We did not, Okay. Okay, I set that off myself. I kind of thought I was ducked. Is this open? No. Please move. I'm so dead. Let's set that up. Are we gonna have Margaret in this next one? Because I don't have any weapons. So... kinda screwed. We just like wait the timer out in here. Oh. Was kind of hoping somebody was bugged there and they could not find us. Oh. Five bullets. I think we're gonna have to run to that turret. Yeah. All enemies, huh? This is my friend. I need to just stay by him now. That's amazing. It costs a lot, though, is the only downside. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, we ran out. What do you have to do in this game? So this, I believe, is just a... Oh, this boy is going to be a problem. I think this is just a survival mode. I wasn't sure when I booted it up, but it very much comes across as just like survive. It's like a horde mode almost, where you're just facing waves of enemies. All right, the big guy is going to be an issue. Did you really get back up after that? I kind of feel like I'm on the verge of death for most of this this run, though. Oh, you know what? I thought behind the door I would be safe. Are you gonna blow up, or are you gonna get back up? Okay. So yeah, this is just like waves of enemies. It appears until the morning. 2 hours. So I assume I have to survive 2 more like runs of this. I don't appreciate the lack of time that I get. Oh, that turret's just gone now. That I'm screwed. That thing carried me. Carried me hardcore. Is there anything in here? Oh, look, until dawn. Yeah, I mean, kind of. I'll try to run into my own tripwires, too. Okay.
What is up with this fucking house?
I mean, it's just kind of like Until Dawn, the movie, at least. We're kind of just going in on the shotgun. That was maybe a mistake. We only have a few bullets. Do we have any handgun bullets? No. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this probably isn't the game mode I would be looking for. I was kind of hoping to get DLC, like more story, which I think there are some of those, but the one I picked first appears to be just a survive. I really want that turret again, but I think we're done getting that. This is probably a horrible idea, but I have not gone over here yet, so let's find out. Okay. Don't know what I just did. Oh, there's another corrosive in here. Is there one of those machines in here too? Or is there not? Oh boy. I don't think I made any more heals, so... Okay, yeah, I don't see any more of those machines in here. Kind of was hoping there would be. I mean, maybe through the corrosive there would be. That makes sense. We're just gonna bob and weave. Yeah, I think if you open up that corrosive door, you would get a fourth one. Maybe was a good choice. Can I buy some more handgun ammo? Because that's all I can really afford right now. Okay. I think we're gonna go in here. This feels like a good straight shot, or at least if somebody comes in, I have some time to get them. Granted, I'm stuck in here if I can't get them. I hope Margaret's not next. I kind of feel like it's gonna be some boss again. We're probably gonna die here because we're already bleeding. We have no heals. Dude's bobbing, weaving. We don't have a turret anymore, unfortunately. Although the pistol, I think after upgrading it, actually is doing a lot better. I'm tempted to get that grenade launcher for the final night. Okay, so no boss. Kind of want to run and get the compactor stuff over here. Oh boy. Oh boy. You don't see me. Why are there so many? I am trapping myself. Oh boy, I'm almost dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Dang, we almost made it through that night. I think if we made it through that night, we actually could have been good. I don't love that mode though. I'm not a big fan of like the horde mode stuff where it's just like play until you die. Oh, I unlocked stuff, so it would be one of those things where it's easier, almost like a roguelike type thing. Okay. I mean, it's not bad. Nah, we won't try again. I think we could have survived. If we survived that last guy, that may have been it though for the that night. We would have bought a lot of stuff. All right, what do we have here? Escape from confinement using only your wits. So this is more of a mental puzzle. I mean, is there going to be like a stressful element where somebody's chasing after us? We will try it. We'll see how it is. All right, so this is apparently Mrs. Baker's. I would have thought this would have been like a Lucas thing because it's a puzzle, it sounded like.
Oh, now don't get too excited. Don't jump up and down just yet. You want to be part of this family, you gotta eat like family. That smells good, don't it? You eat all.
I don't know, I can't see what you made.
One of us.
Oh, there.
Then I'll take those things off and you can go out and play. But you gotta eat all of it.
Is this already the mental gymnastics? This looks delicious.
Wow. This looks delicious.
Okay, can you get any closer to my face?
It looks great.
God.
Oh, good. I'll be back in a little bit to check on you.
All right, so this does feel like it's gonna be a little
Is there anything else
stressful.
to eat?
Where I'm gonna have like a time limit. I like puzzles where there's not necessarily like a
You don't need
time limit.
nothing else. Now eat your goddamn supper.
I just told you it looked good. Come on. Okay, escape from the room. Maybe she won't come back. We'll see.
I gotta do something.
Spoon. Eat it and then get something out of it, maybe. Okay, maybe that was a bad choice. He does not seem to have liked that. Okay, why was that so easy to just to take off? I did not feel like that was gonna work for a second. Spoon? Spoon? The lantern, what's that say? The lantern hook is fixed to the wall by a cork. Okay, so we gotta get the cork out. Not with the spoon. Okay, we got a bit of a puzzle there. lighter. A strong pull might open it. At the same time as all the other clocks. Yeah, I remember that from the main game. What do we have here? We just took that painting. I'm assuming we put it here. Yeah, okay. So we need to find 2 other pictures to put them up. Okay.
There's got to be another way out of here.
Is that a key we need for that? Yeah. Oh, here's the other painting. Whoa, a lot of stuff. What is that? You need something hotter. Should I put the lantern there?
Shit. I'm not touching that.
Okay, maybe nothing yet. Same time as the other clocks. I feel like the clock I looked at previously was not in this room, so... I do remember what the... I think I can remember where the clock was at. Okay. So I can do something with the clock, but not that. Are you the big one? Yeah. Okay. Can I use the clock thing on you? Okay, we got the last picture. Also, stop. Do I have to like tie myself up again?
What was that noise?
Can't let her see I've been out of bed.
Wait. Do I need do I need to like put everything back? How do I not let her see I've been out of bed?
What the hell is all that noise?
The pictures I feel like are gonna kind of screw me because they're on the wall. Do I need to like... Okay.
Oh, back.
Okay, so there is a bit of a stress component by her coming back. Is she gonna know I have a painting behind my back too?
Now hold on just a minute.
Yeah, how much do you notice?
That lantern is mine.
Oh.
It's mine. This is what you get.
Oh.
No. I'll be good.
So you noticed... What are you throwing up? What is happening? Okay. I assume we were dead. So the lantern she noticed.
You better behave yourself now.
Is that one picture's... No, we did reset. What do I have in my inventory now? Is it anything?
Damn it.
It's firmly screwed in place. I mean, spoon. Yeah, that wasn't too firmly screwed in place. Okay, the lantern made her mad last time, so maybe we don't touch that yet. I'm also like bleeding. Is that just like permanent at this point? I opened every... Do we need to grab the lantern to like see? Okay, we can't interact with anything unless we have the lantern. Got it. But we need to put it back when we when she gets mad. The paintings, I feel like she was probably mad about. But that would be such a pain to put all those back. I guess when you do the thing, you don't need to have them out anymore. Sewing needle. Okay. That's all that I can do there. What was that noise? So let's put this stuff back. I can't. All right. I guess she'll just stay with me. I can't put this back over here either, I don't think. Okay. Once again, I do remember, I think, the time from the main game, but I assume that's not the answer here. I assume there's a clock in here I should be looking at. I don't think the main clock had a face on it, though. Like, this was the answer in the main game. Appears it's not anymore. Okay. Oh, here. It is 5 o'clock. Yeah, I think she's gonna hear that.
Shit.
Wait, is she really going to? First death.
Who's making that noise?
Oh my god, really? Do I can Oh my okay. Let's put you back.
Damn it. Damn it.
I don't think there's anything else that she would be mad by. Yeah, these are the puzzles I don't love when it's like, oh, you gotta be timed also. Like, I like to be able to just freely go around in the room.
I keep telling you, boy, keep it down.
Okay, I think we got everything back to where it was. Unless we count the clock having the little doll thing, which if she finds that may just be GG, because it's kind of obnoxious to do all this stuff. I didn't even really read the letter. I probably should have spent more time reading it.
Don't that just smell like heaven? I made it specially for you. Huh?
Don't tell me you found something.
Has someone been in here?
No,
Oh, something ain't right.
I don't think so.
That picture was there in the corner for a reason. You dirty lying little shitbird!
Do you mean the one in my inventory that I didn't have the option to put back?
No, no, no. No, no, no.
What is she feeding us? I don't know. Good question. Apparently, now, like, centipede from her mouth. I don't think I had a choice with this one, because I put everything back that I could. Yeah, nothing good, for sure. Oh, I died. Okay. Well, I don't know how I felt about that DLC either, if I'm being honest. I mean, that's one of those things when you know the puzzle, you probably just fly through it. What is daughters? Okay, this feels like actual story. We'll check this one out. But yeah, those are more like puzzly games or like mini games as opposed to actual like anything with a plot to it.
In today's top news, record-breaking rainfall from this week's hurricane looking to come to a close.
This news actually looks pretty
as the
real.
storm moves on. Out in the Gulf, reports of a missing ship have rescue crews combing the coast. We'll have the details on that search shortly. But first, record rain over the past few days has left many residents in some of the parishes knee-deep in floodwaters. On radar, we can see the system moving along to the northeast, losing strength as it goes. And by tomorrow morning, we should be home
Any
free
news on the
and
damage
out
from
of
the
rain
storm?
here in
They haven't said.
Marguerite,
Am I playing as Zoe?
found another.
I think I am. This can't be. This is probably more like lore than horror, then, right? Because I mean, Evelyn, I guess, is bad, but if we're all
How's our other guest?
Sleeping, poor thing.
I say let him. I'll be okay here for a few days.
is that Evelyn? Did we find her?
Zoe, go get some fresh clothes from the laundry room, okay? Oh, looks like there's some sort of oil spill or something.
Yes.
Let's get this poor girl some fresh clothes and into a warm bed. We'll put her in Lucas's old room.
Oh, come on. Can't you put her somewhere else?
Oh, Lucas, you just hush. You long outgrown that room. Always wanted to run a bed and breakfast.
You got your big break, didn't you? Get her to bed. I'll put some soup on.
I guess she could like corrupt my
Not
parents
for soup.
in this DLC.
Excuse me, Lucas.
I was supposed to go to the laundry room. Is that what you told me to do? I don't even know if I know where that
Change
is.
the clothes in the laundry room.
Here? Why do I have a lighter? This isn't. Wait, what? Why is there actually a hole here in like real life? I guess we'll go down here and check it out. This isn't actually the laundry room, right? Where you're like not supposed to be down here. All right, we're in the save room, which is apparently the laundry room before it became a save room. Was that door open the whole time, or did I have to come down here to get into the laundry room? Yeah, that may have just been open. All right, do I bring... Did he go out in the garage? Where did he go with Evelyn? Did he go up here? This staircase actually being functional is so strange too. Oh, she's in... I know where she's at. She's in that room right there, I'm pretty sure. Is there anything in the bathroom? Small component, huh? The positive is if you don't give me a gun, then I can't be expected to fight. So... I'll check out in here first. Okay, there's not a whole lot appears to be up here. We'll just go to the guest room. Ooh. Oh. Okay. I assume she's in here.
Honey, please get her cleaned up and into some dry clothes. I need to check on the boathouse. It's half underwater last I looked.
So this is the guy we chainsawed in 2 DLCs ago. Or not chainsaw, we shotgunned him in the DLC. But it's the guy we were fighting. Can I put that in there? What does that do? Is that going to open the ladder? It is. So for lore purposes, anyone unaware, this is pre-infection. When they're actually like normal people. Same password for your phone and computer. But I don't know what the password is for my phone. So, yeah, thanks for that. Okay. I guess we need to find out the password for our phone. Hello, totally normal girl. Do you want clothes?
All right, little girl, let's get you cleaned up.
They're mine now.
What?
That was creepy. All right. So it was weird that the bathtub still had like gross and stuff in it. Oh, yeah, right.
Daddy? Is the power out? Was there a lightning strike?
Should we just go back down to the main house, or is this open? How much of the house can we explore? No, okay. So the main house is cut off. Or I guess like the puzzly part of the main house. I guess we just go back downstairs.
Where'd that little girl get to?
Is she in the bathroom?
What was that?
See, like, why? I mean, I guess it's clean, but I was like, why is there water still in the bath? All right, our parents gonna be turned already. I was kind of hoping they would be normal for more of this. Okay, you have destroyed the house completely, and Lucas is on the ground.
Lucas?
I always question the main game if Lucas is actually... Well, he does get his arm cut off, so he has to be part of the mold people or whatever. But it feels like he was already just kind of a troublemaker. Are you guys in the kitchen?
What the hell's going on?
Lucas, do you know my phone password? $10.26 strikes me as potential. I'm kind of tempted to go... This may be a total waste of time, but before advancing, I'm tempted to just go check to see if 1026 would be my password. My parents' anniversary. That okay. Maybe this is actually the way to go. I like my lighter not being lit too. Oh, there we go. You're not back in here already, are you? Okay, we'll try 1026. I don't know if there's really any value add other than maybe more lore to unlocking the computer. Okay, apparently we don't love my parents. All right, let's continue looking down. They're probably in the kitchen area. Not sure how long each of these like main story DLCs are. I assume this one's maybe not as long as like the Chris Redfield one, you would think. I don't expect Zoe gets like a gun, but you never know. Okay, nothing about my phone. Bread. Okay. You guys in here? Are they down? That's gonna be annoying if they're. I don't have any more lockpicks. I should check there. Let's go find you guys. Parents. Parents. Thought I saw some like eyes through there. Maybe they're not down here, but maybe they're in the laundry room. You guys in here? No. All right, I guess maybe on the hallway towards the main part of the house. This way. Jack's not going to come flying through a wall again, is he? There's no way he rebuilt that wall. Okay, I can't see myself in the mirror. Is that supposed to mean I'm a vampire? Okay. Okay, so we can't go in there. The garage? Are they? That's the only room we haven't checked. Is there anything up here? Kind of want to find my phone password so I can open the laptop. You guys out in the garage? This isn't even the same car that was in the garage previously. This rope seems sturdy. Okay. Is that something we can open? No. I assume you guys have to be out here, right? Because I don't know where else you would be. There was also a stairway to get up there, but I don't remember where the button for that was. Was it like over here somewhere? Is there nothing in this garage? That seems kind of strange. Other than telling me this rope seems sturdy. I don't have anything else in my inventory. Can't get in the car. I can get in the car. I can't drive it apparently though. Yeah, okay. I guess there's nothing out here, which is odd. Why would you even let us come in the garage? Okay. We checked all the rooms in the house, though, I think now. Will you get up now? I mean, we can go back in the like billiards room. I don't know why they would be there, but go look. Okay. Mm-hmm. Feel like I'm missing something. Don't know what it is. Is this closed off over here? Yeah. What's my goal here? Find your family. I'm shocked I have not seen the other two. Check there. You checked in the bathroom already. Okay, you are now in the bathroom, though. Hello, family.
Mama, is that you?
Oh, you got a bug on your face.
Come look. Come see her gift. Look at all the pretties my little girl is giving me. Kiss me, lover.
What the hell? Get to the garage! Get some rope! Go now!
Okay, I see why we have the rope.
Get out of my way, Jack. The girls are family now.
All right, so Mrs. Baker turned first. Oh, gee. Yeah, I see where the centipede came from now.
Something I'll regret.
Is Evelyn gonna be out here, though? Feels like there's potential for that.
I'm on my way, Daddy.
She's gonna pop in front of me. I know it at one of these moments. Just a matter of when. All right, Dad, I got the rope.
Stop it!
Don't you worry. It's a whole lot worse than it looks. Cleanliness is next to godliness, and no one is pretty fucking close to meeting him right now.
Can tell if he's turned now too.
She wants me to do this.
Yeah, you seem like you've
I
turned.
have to show her how to hold him. She wants us all to show her our love.
Daddy!
You don't want to disappoint her now, do you? We can't do that.
What are you talking about?
Your new sister, Eve.
Do I,
When I ask for rope, I expect to get rope.
do I need to run from you?
I'm just gonna have to teach you a lesson.
Daddy! He's gotten into you!
There's a rope thing here, right?
Get away! I gotta find a way out.
I don't know the way out. Are you gonna bust that open? Because I'm gonna be screwed.
Get away!
I only have a lighter.
Keep me out.
I agree. I don't have a way to pop that
Stop
open. What? No. I need something to open that with, but I don't know. Did you get it open? Okay.
Up and I'll fucking pump.
Daddy.
I need something to get that open. Oh, you're in here. Don't love that. Oh, there's the fork. That was my answer the whole time. Maybe you won't see me in here. Okay. Probably gotta restart.
Daddy! Stop it!
There's a 4-leg. You take the wood off the other side of that room. Okay. Check that out. I think I'm dead now, but on the respawn.
Daddy, stop!
I assume we
Why are you doing this?
are dead.
Yo, what's the matter, honey? Don't you want to play with your new sister?
Yeah, that gets grabbed. Yeah, okay. So here's a 4-leg. You take the wood off of. I assume you meant the that one spot looked like we could take that windows. Oh, we gotta run.
I expect to get rope.
I assume the fork is what we're gonna need to
Daddy! He's gotten into you!
While you're under my roof,
get to pop that nail out.
I gotta find a way out.
Would have been nice if I knew that was here before.
Zoe, open the door.
Like this, right? This is what I assume you meant.
Hey!
You won't keep me out.
Stop it!
Question is from here. Now, where am I going? Okay, so we're doing like the Outlast thing. We're doing like the hide, but we can't do much about it. Okay, we opened up this part of the house. Can't get in that door.
She's just lonely, Zoe, and we gotta protect her.
Where are you talking to me from?
Now get over.
Oh no. I did not realize you were here. I did not realize you were here. I kind of was hoping I can grab the shotgun.
Jack! Give me a hand here, Jack! Get over here, Jack!
You really draw out these death scenes.
Daddy, stop!
Alright, so she's in that part of the house. I don't really know what my goal is after I get out of that room though. Alright, yep. Let's spawn back in. Where are you gonna spawn me at? Okay, good spot at least. Escape the house. Like that door? Escape the house? Okay, she's right there. Should I like not have my light on? Yeah.
She's just lonely, Zoe, and we gotta protect her.
Alright, where are you gonna go? I'm gonna make a run for the door.
Evelyn called me Mommy. Ain't that sweet?
I assume that door is. Oh wait, there's not a third head. I don't think.
I see you, sugar.
No, you don't. No, you don't. There's no way. There's no way.
I'm gonna get ya.
I feel like you see me now, though.
Zoe! You're gonna make me mad!
Okay. I feel like the
Don't like snakes.
horse door is the way to go, but oh, do you see me?
Zoe!
Oh yeah, you saw me that time. Maybe you don't see me anymore.
Come out and meet her, Zoe.
Like that door, it looks like it's missing one of the heads. So do we need to get? Where'd you go?
Oh, that Evelyn. Such a sweet little thing.
All right. I'm gonna try to go this way, but they're missing a head. Yep. Okay. So we need one of the horse heads.
Zoe!
Is it back in the main house?
Are you there? Zoe! You're gonna make me mad! Zoe!
Does this door open?
Zoe! I'm so sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Mama.
Stay away. Don't touch her. Don't hurt my family.
Okay.
I don't understand, Mama. What's going on?
Here, take it. Take it.
What is this key to? What is that to?
Go.
All right, I'll see you later.
Don't worry, Mama.
I'm definitely gonna run to
I'll
Mr.
go get
Baker. Be like right here.
Why is this happening?
Is this the car key or key at the front?
Zoe!
Oh, hell no.
Oh, you always did like that.
I don't know what key this is. Gotta be honest.
Shut up! You ain't
Think I'm gonna try the front door, but it could be to the car. Is he above me? What does it say? What is it called? Car key. Okay, it is the car key.
Daddy.
Where's the way up? Is this it? Where's the way out of here? Oh, over here. Question is, are you... I never got to do the, ooh, is that a weapon? Like, what is that for? Can I not use that as a weapon?
Zoe! You're making your mother worry.
Apparently not. I never got to use the birthday or the phone code. Okay, you're right there.
What's the big idea, Zoe? You ain't going nowhere.
Oh boy.
I found you. No more running around.
Oh, we're going in the car.
Come on.
Is the garage even open? Like the... Oh, hi.
What? You up and leave us?
Tried to. Can I stab you with the bottle that I found?
Don't you want to meet your little sister?
I guess she's not supposed to escape because we don't really get away. What was the point of grabbing that bottle? Is that it? That seems like that was it. Okay, that's just one of the ways it ends. He did seem like he got there pretty quick. You failed to... Okay, so I got like an ending, but I got like not the best ending. I assume something with putting in the computer code, you could probably get a better ending. Get the bad ending in dollars. Love that. We'll probably not repeat that one though, because I don't know where the code was. So what else do we have here? Not a hero. So this is Chris Redfield. I'm assuming there's a lot of run and gun in this one. End of Zoe. So this is after Not a Hero. This feels like another party type or like mini game type of thing. I mean, that one's literally called mini game. Maybe we'll try. I don't know how long Not a Hero is. Maybe we'll start it. I assume you can probably save. Yeah, load. Okay, yeah. So it's long enough that there's going to be... Play it on normal. So this is the guy who helps us at the end. Obviously, Chris Redfield's in Resident Evil a whole lot outside of just this game, but that's quite the name.
Is it ready? Can we begin?
I can't help it, man. We've got work to do.
All right, so this is Lucas on the phone.
Chris, did we lose him?
No. Ethan Winters has been secured. He's alive and well considering.
So this is after
Baker? Right now,
the
he's our
game.
only link to the connections.
He's next on my list.
So some lore post game. Yeah, as I expect, we're gonna have like massive guns in this. It's probably gonna be a little bit less like the DLC we just played where we're hiding and stuff, and more like we're killing things.
All right, I'm in the mine.
Signal strong. You're coming through loud and clear, Chris. We didn't get much from the first unit before we lost contact, but apparently Lucas turned the mine into his own personal hideout.
How many men did we lose?
So there's gonna be
3 of
like
our
trip
best.
wires and stuff.
Their last transmission was near a lab that should be just ahead. I'm going to need you to check it out.
Got it.
Oh yeah, we got the big guns already. Grenades, huh? I like the little like HUD around where it's like his helmet. So this is definitely where the game ended in the main story. Okay, so his aiming is a little bit more aim down sight. I feel like you can punch enemies when they stagger. I mean, punch them with what, my knife? Because like, what is there? Maybe there's a punch button, like F would be maybe. Yeah, his aim down sight is a little bit more straight, whereas the other ones were like at an angle. Oh, where'd you come from? I don't really know if I need to kill all of you. Okay, you're gonna be more of a problem. You know what, let's just... I feel like when there's multiple ways, I want to go every direction. What do we got over here? Nothing? Okay. Nothing there. Nothing here. Alright, so we only have one direction.
The lab is just ahead.
Any idea what Lucas is up to down here?
We're still analyzing the data, but it looks like he's been running experiments with an E-type
The
universe.
lab is just ahead. You realize
Let's
there's
hope those
like
men
a
haven't
left
become
and a
part of
right.
those experiments.
I think this is a dead end. Yeah, okay. I think it's gonna be left there. Yeah, I don't know how many like alternate like paths there are in this. This feels like the linear path is the way to go. You okay there?
I'm getting you out of here.
Leave me. It's too late.
We're both walking out of here.
I got news for you.
I was gonna say it looks like he had
It's not gonna happen.
like explosive on his neck.
If I were you. Now you can try and take that off all you want, but I'd advise against. My hand might slip and.
Lucas!
Oops. Now here's the deal, Chris. You don't follow me, and I don't bounce your head off the ceiling. Oh, the same goes for your little soldier brains too.
How does he know who I am?
Adios.
I guess like they've been talking on comms, but
Nachos.
Yeah, Lucas gets a lot more lore in the DLCs, it feels like, compared to the main game.
I'm picking up airborne spores. It's the E-type mutamycete. Your mask will switch automatically to rebreather mode. Keep an eye on your oxygen tank to be safe.
Oh, so do I need to be careful as far as like what I'm breathing in? I don't know what I really do about it.
50%.
Well, what do I do about that? Do I have to get out of this room? Is that what that means? Am I screwed?
Don't forget about your oxygen supply. Looks like you're clear of any contamination.
Okay.
You should head back and get that bomb on your arm deactivated.
There's no time. I don't want to give that asshole a head start.
Understood. Just be careful.
So do I not? Is there anything in here? I assume that there's nothing in here. Oh. Med injector, huh? What does that do? Okay, it's like a health pack for me. Okay, so we can't hang out in these rooms for too long.
Your oxygen tank is at 50%.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Am I screwed? Like, how do we... I think I'm screwed. I don't think we're gonna get out of here in time. Okay.
Chris, we finished analyzing the data we intercepted from Lucas. It's like we thought. The son of a bitch has been sending status reports on Evie to the connections. Find him and bring him in. We can't let this happen again.
Are you sure you just don't want to recruit him?
Chris, we've been over this.
Maybe the BSAA's convinced. If they weren't, I wouldn't be here. But working with Umbrella is going to take some getting used to on my part.
I know it must be difficult, and to tell the truth, a lot of our members have been with us since even before we reincorporated as a PMC. About all that's left now is the name. Let's just focus on the mission, and maybe we can continue this conversation when you get back, okay?
Sure, whatever.
I don't know where Chris would rank on my like favorite Resident Evil characters list. I think I'm more of a Leon fan than Chris fan. And then what? There's Claire and Jill. Okay, we have a lot of paths we can take here. What is this? Let's check what's up here. Okay, so more stuff to get with. Reloading speed increases indefinitely. I don't know if we have any coins. Yeah, we'll have to find them, I guess. This must be pretty lengthy for a DLC if it's got that many coin slots. There's also... Oh, I can only open one of those at a time, it appears. What's the point of coming up here? All right, we'll start with the first one, green. See where it takes us. It's always funny playing these games. Like, I have a certain amount of ammo right now. It makes zero sense to find ammo to my gun down here, but you just kind of accept it when you're playing a game. It's like, yeah, of course there'll be more ammo for this specific pistol that I have down in this mine shaft. That's bad. What about this way? Okay, we need a key, so guess we're running this way. I am losing health quickly. Oh, we may be dead. Gotta go to sleep. No worries, man. Appreciate you hanging out. When's my next stream? I'm not positive. I may stream tomorrow. I mentioned this beginning of the stream. I'm probably gonna check out 28 years later today and do a review on that. But maybe tomorrow. Definitely, if you feel so inclined, if you want to subscribe and be able to keep in touch that way. But probably tomorrow, I would consider. If I don't stream tomorrow, I'll at least have a video coming out tomorrow, I'll say. But totally understand going to sleep, especially if it's 5 a.m. for you. Appreciate you hanging out as long as you have been. Hopefully you had a good time. All right, down here, though, I kind of question the best way to get through that part with the amount of air that we do have. Huh. We can try our speed run again, but if we go the way that we went, I don't think we can make it in time. Because we'd start dropping really fast. I almost feel like we need to open that key slot right there. High grade filter required. Okay. So that may give us our answer. Maybe we have to go a different path because we don't have the appropriate filter yet. Are we gonna make this back in time? Okay. Yeah, let's find a. Let's try to find a high grade filter first. I love how there's not even a button there that just opens when I walk up to it. Let's check out red first. See how that goes. Well.
Someone.
You okay in there?
Redfield?
Don't worry. I'm gonna find a key to this thing and get you out of there.
I don't know about that. Can try. I don't know this game if you if we have save slots like we did in the main game. It gave me the impression that I do, but at the same time I haven't seen a single one. Okay. I made the joke about finding ammo down here, but we have yet to do so, so it's not a guarantee. I assume there's an end to you guys. And it's not just like an infinite. Let's hope. Bad injector. Shotgun ammo, but we don't have a shotgun. Why is there noise? Okay, we found one coin. All the ammo to the guns we don't actually have. Oh, that is a handgun, I guess, technically. It seemed a little stronger. A lot of grenades, gear, okay. Is there a reason why I wanted to lift that? I assume so.
This ought to do it. Please tell me what I'm looking at.
I have no idea. It's something new. Exercise extreme caution.
Yeah, you're kind of blocking my running path, guy. Don't love that. Why are you so wide? Let me go around you, thank you. Alright.
Chris, this new white variation is extremely resilient. Normal ammo isn't going to cut it.
I'm open to suggestions.
You'll need ramrods to stop it from regenerating lost tissue.
Okay.
You're going to have to fall back.
Fall back, like, don't even proceed forward. What do we have there? Kind of wasted a lot of ammo with my big gun, which is a bit of a pain. Will you move somewhere? Like, come this way. Come on. Oh, you were running fast. You were running way faster than I expected. I was trying to bait you, but okay. Oh boy. All right. Well, kind of thought that key was that door, but apparently that was the key to the guy that was probably locked up. Okay, the game crashed. Okay. Well, that may be a sign. Yeah, it totally crashed. Well, maybe we'll call it there. I don't know if that actually saved. I hope it did, but I don't know for sure. But yeah, appreciate anyone hanging out. So Kari, Agent 471, Eli, appreciate you all hopping in and hanging out for a little bit. Obviously, we covered some horror trailers. As I mentioned, I'm definitely going to check out 28 Years Later here shortly later today. And we'll plan to put a review out for that. And I don't know. We played through some of the Resident Evil DLC. It was kind of more mini game than I expected. But it does seem like the one I just started with Chris Redfield is more story based, and I think there's another one, End of Zoe, that also is. So I'm not sure if I'll wind up streaming the entirety of the DLC left. I did also pick up 8, so we may jump into that sooner rather than later, but we'll see. Maybe we'll do some of the DLC still on stream. Maybe if it's, I want to have some substance there other than just playing like kind of silly mini games, but we'll see. Either way, appreciate you guys hanging out, either live or watching the VOD back. And other than that, I look forward to catching you guys next time. Take it easy.